Hello children, in this video I am here with the exercise 1.3. So when I complete this exercise, I hope you all will be very clear about the decimal expansions. Means whenever the decimal expansion is given to us, how to classify them, whether it is a terminating or non-terminating. And another type, like whenever decimal is given to you, how to convert them into P by Q form. That's what we are going to see in this video today. And everything will be very clear. I am going step by step. Everything I will explain very neatly. So all of you listen very carefully. So let's start with the first sum. Here 36 by 100. Actually, what is the question? This you have to write it in the decimal expansion. Then you have to say what kind of decimal expansion it is. So what kind means there are two types are there. Terminating and then another type non-terminating and recurring. So by using this we are going to write down the name. So the first one, if you see 36 by 100, so you can directly write the decimal expansion of this one, that is 0.36. Since there are two zeros in the denominator, you have to just keep a decimal after two digits, so we are getting 0.36. So and it is terminated. So we can write the answer as terminating decimal. Yes, and the second one, see now 1 divided by 11. So when 1 we are taking in the numerator, which is inside, and then 11 over here. We are going to divide 1 by 11. So when you divide like this way, the number 1 is again and again it is coming. So you can see the answer also here, that is 0909, and I kept the dots, means the process is continuing. Infinity it is. So it means how you can write 1 by 11 is equal to 0.09, repeating. So you can put the symbol here, bar symbol. So 0.09. So what kind of decimal expansion it is? That is non-terminating. Yes, it is not terminated. And the 09 is repeating again and again. So you can write it non-terminating. Non-terminating and recurring decimal. Yes, let's move to the next one. Next one, here it is given 4 1 by 8. So first step, convert this mixed fraction into improper. That is 4 8s are 32 plus 1, it is 33 divided by 8 we are getting. So 33 divided by 8, when you do, you are getting the remainder as 0 and the quotient is 4.125. So you can see the dot is not kept over here, the infinity symbol. It means it is terminated. So here the answer will be, that is 33 by 8, which is equal to 4.125. So your answer will be terminating decimal. Let's start question number 4 now. That is 3 divided by 13. So we are dividing 3 by 13, and you can see when we are dividing this way, the number is going on without ending, it's going on. And I am stopping this when I get 4. Why I stopped this one? Because 4 again it is going to repeat. Means the whole cycle is going to repeat again. So that's why when I reached to 4th I stopped it, because this whole set is going to repeat again. So what you can write? 3 by 13, which is equal to 0.230769 bar you can write. Means the same set will be repeated again. So it means what is this decimal? What kind of the decimal it is? It is non-terminating as well as repeating. Okay, non-terminating, and repeating decimal. Next, in question number 1, fifth one, 2 divided by 11. In this also you can see 2 it's not possible to divide, so 0.2 we are keeping. Then just we are keeping number of zeros, means how many point you need. After the point, how many digits you need, accordingly you are keeping the number of zeros, right? So now 1 time 11, 11 you are getting. When you do minus 9, then 1 0 bringing down. So it will be 8, 11 are 88, do minus again 20, right? In 20 it will be 1 time. 1, 11 are 11, do minus again 90. In 90 how many times it is? 8 times, 8 11 are 88, 2. So the means process is going on without ending. That's why this is also non-terminating as well as recurring decimal. How? Because this, you can see this 18. Okay, this 18 is going to continue. So what you can write, 2 by 11 is equal to 0.18 bar, means repeating. 18 is repeating here. So the answer here it will be non-terminating, and repeating. Yes, let's move to the last sum of the first question, that is 329 divided by 400. So when you divide 329 by 400, first time it will be 0 times only, right? So then according to the number of digits we need, we are just keeping the zeros, 4 zeros we are taking extra zeros, and we start the sum. So here 329 it is not possible, so we are bringing 1 0 down, means we are taking this 0 also along with this one. So 8 into 400 you will be getting 3200. So when you do minus, you are getting here this 9 minus 0 0, and then this 0, then one more 0 we are bringing down. So it is 900 now. See in this one, 3290 minus 3200. So from, actually if you consider like 290 minus 200, you will be getting 90, and then 0 we are bringing, this 0 we are bringing down, 900 it is. So in 900 you have to check how many times 400. So of course it will be 2 times, we are getting 800, do minus, you will be getting 100, and then the next 0 we are bringing down, again it will be 2 times, 2 times 400 you will be getting 800, do minus, so it will be 200, the last 0 we are bringing down, 5 times 400 it will be 2000. So when you subtract it, you will be getting the 0 as answer. So the remainder here is 0. It means, what is the meaning? The decimal is terminated. Okay, because 0.8225 is over. So here 329 by 400 is equal to 0.8225, which is a terminating decimal. Terminating decimal. Yes, that's it. I hope the first question is very clear to everyone. How to find out whether the decimal is terminating or non-terminating and non-recurring. Let's move to question number 2 now. The question here is like this. You know that 1 by 7 is equal to 0.142857, which is repeating. Means the whole set is repeating again and again. Now the question is, can you predict what the decimal expansions of 2 by 7, 3 by 7, 4 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 7 are, without actually doing the long division? You are not going to do with the long division method, or using some other trick you are supposed to find out. If so, then how will you find out, right? So very simple one. Just see here, for the question the answer is yes, we can predict. For example, the first one which is given, that we are writing, that is 1 by 7 is equal to 0 point, the whole set we are writing, right? Now the second one we have, that is 2 by 7. So this 2 by 7 actually we can write like this, that is 2 into 1 by 7, means meaning is same, just we are splitting and writing it. So now what you are going to do, 2 multiplied by 1 by 7. So 1 by 7 the value we have already, just with that you have to multiply it. Means what? Let me explain one, that is 0.142857. You are just going to multiply by 2, because 1 by 7 the value is this one, and with the value we are going to multiply by 2. So just multiply by 2, you will be getting this answer. Okay, like 2 7s are 14, remaining 1, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1 11, remaining 1, 8 2s are 16, 16 plus 1 17, remaining 1, 2 2s are 4, 4 plus 1 5, then 4 2s are 8, 1 2s are 2.0. So that's what we are written over here. Okay, so this is also recurring only. The whole set will be repeating again and again, because if 1 by 7 is repeating, it means 2 into 1 by 7 also will be repeating. So in the same way, we have to continue the whole all the sums. That is 3 by 7, we can write it as 3 into 1 by 7. We have to multiply this 1 by 7 value with the 3 and you will be getting this answer. Same way 4 by 7, we can write it as 4 into 1 by 7. With the 4, the value of 1 by 7 we are multiplying it. Same thing with this also. That is 5 into 1 by 7, then 6 into 1 by 7. That's it. Very, very simple sum. So I think all of you understood. Just note down the sum. And let's move to question number 3 now. This question number 3 actually we have done already in the examples. Same thing we are going to repeat here. Very, very easy sums. Still, if anybody have any doubt, listen very carefully in this how we are going to do. Then you can be very clear about the sums. So let's start question number 3 now. So in the question number 3 actually what is given? The decimal expansions are given. We are supposed to write it in the form of P by Q. So the first one, question is express in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers. P and Q are integers. Q is not equal to 0. So the first one over here like this, that is 0.6 bar. So very, very simple sum. Just follow the step, because the steps are going to be same in all the sums. Whenever the decimal expansion is given and you are going to convert in the form of P by Q, steps are going to be same only. So first step what you will do, you will give the name to this number, that is x is equal to 0.666, because the 6 is repeating over here. So we are giving 666 and give the number 1, means equation number 1. Now what you will do, you are going to multiply with some suitable number. So that suitable number how will you select it? Already I told, after the decimal you see which digit and how many times, how many numbers are recurring over here. So you can see in this one 6 is recurring, and how many times, means 6 only one number only going on repeating. That's why by 10 we will multiply on both the sides. Multiply by 10 on both sides. Multiply by 10 on both the sides. So what you will get? 10x is equal to, this point will be shifted over here. So you will be having 6.6666 and you will be the number as 2. The next step, subtract both the equations. Subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. Yes, write the equation number 2 first. That is 10x is equal to 6.666. Then the first one is x is equal to 0.6666. Subtract it now. What you will get? This 66, this 66. When you subtract it, you will get 0. So just you cut it. Now here 6 minus 0 you will get 6 only, is equal to 10x minus x. What you will get? 9x. So we will write 9x over here. So let's find the value of x now. So x is equal to 6 by 9. You can simplify this. That is equal to, if you simplify by using 3 table, 2 3s are and here 3 3s are. So answer is 2 by 3. So means finally how will you write the answer? Therefore 0.6 bar is equal to 2 by 3, which is in the form of P by Q, which is in the form of P by Q. Yes, that's it. Yes, let's move to question number 2 now. In question number 3 only, the second one. See, in the second one, what number is given? 0.47. 0.47. But in this one, only 7 is repeating. Not 4, only 7 is repeating over here. So let's start the sum. The first step, give the name. X is equal to 0.47777, which is repeating. You give it as equation number 1. So what will be the next step? Just you have to see how many numbers are repeating over here. How many numbers? Only one number, that is 7 is repeating here. It means by 10 you are going to multiply on both the sides. So be very careful. Here 4 is not repeating. 4 is not repeating, only 7 is repeating. That's why multiply by 10 on both the sides. Multiply by 10 on both sides. Yes, so what you will be having? Now here you will be getting 10x. And here when you multiply by 10, this point will be shifted after the 4. So you will be having 4.7777 and give it equation number 2 for this and just simply subtract it. Subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. So first equation means the second equation first you need to write, that is 10x is equal to 4.7777 and down you write equation number 1, x is equal to 0.4777. Just subtract it now. Yes, now be very careful. In the previous sum, after the decimal, all the digits were same, just we have cut it. But in this one, only the last 3 are same. So means this, when you subtract, you will get 0. So that you just cut it. Now here, 7 minus 4 you do it. 7 minus 4, what you will get? 3. So 7 minus 4, 3. Point. Now 4 minus 0, it will be 4 only. And then here is equal to 10x minus x, you will get 9x. So let us find the value of x now. So x is equal to 4.3 by 9, right? But here decimal is there, we need to remove the decimal. So multiply by 10 to remove the decimal. After the decimal we have only one digit. So by 10 we multiply numerator as well as the denominator. So x is equal to 4.3 into 10 by 9 into 10, which is equal to 43 by 90. So just you check it whether it is in the simplest form or not. So here already it is simplest form only. So you can write the answer like this way. 0.47 bar is equal to 43 by 90, which is in the form of P by Q. That's it. Very, very simple. Okay. Yes, note down the children. Let's move to question number 3 now. Okay children, very simple one as we have done already. First step, give a name to this. X is equal to 0.001, again 001, just 2 times or 3 times you can write down. Why I am writing? Because you can see after the point all the 3 digits are repeating again and again. That's why in above all the 3 digits the bar symbol is given. So for this you will give equation number 1. Yes. Then next now which number you are going to select to multiply, that is very, very important. So in this, since all the 3 digits are repeating again and again, by 1000 you are going to multiply. Why? Because 3 digits are there, so you have to take 1000 here. Multiply, since I am writing it that step, since 3 digits are repeating, since 3 digits are repeating, multiply by 1000 on both sides. Yes, so what you will get here by 1000, so it will be 1000x is equal to here also by 1000. So here you have to be very careful. When you multiply by 1000, this point will be shifted after 3 digits. It means after 1 it will be. So you can write it as 1.001 and the step will be continued. You can give equation number 2 for this. Okay, means you can write it one more time also. Even if you want to write it one more time, 001, it's continues. Equation number 2. So the next step, subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. Yes, just write down. So in equation 2 what we have, 1000x is equal to 1.001001. Okay, then next one, equation number 1, that is this, x is equal to 0.001001. Subtract it now. 1000x minus x, you will be having 999x is equal to, see here the whole set will be cancelled. Cancelled means when you subtract it you will get 0. So 1 minus 0 will be having 1. So let's find the value of x now. X is equal to this 9099, you will take to opposite side. So 1 by 999 you will be getting, right? So already it is in the simplest form only. So what will be the answer now? 0.001 can be written as 1 by 999, which is in the form of P by Q, which is in the form of P by Q. That's it. I hope very clear everybody. Now the next is some question number 4, which is very interesting one. Let's move to that. Just note down the sum. I'll just take this screenshot. Question number 4. Okay children, see question number 4, all of you see here what is given. Express express 0.99999 is repeating over here in the form of P by Q. In the form of P by Q. Then some more question is given. Are you surprised? Are you surprised by your answer? Yes, let's see now. So just like previous one only. In the previous one we have just discussed like how to convert the decimal expansion into P by Q form. So in this also the same only we are going to do. But just one more question they are asked, by seeing your answer whether you are surprised or not. If you are surprised, just tell the reason. Discuss with your classmates and teachers, right? Okay, so the first step, let us take x is equal to solution. X is equal to 0.999. You will give equation number 1. So here 9 only is repeating, only one digit is repeating. So by 10 you will multiply on both the sides. So since one digit is repeating, multiply by 10 on both sides. Yes, so what you will be getting here, 10x, and here your point will be shifted after a digit. So 9.999, you will give equation number 2. Subtract both the equations now. Subtract equation 2 minus equation 1. So that is 10x is equal to 9.999. So let us subtract now both the equations. First let us write down equation number 2. 10x is equal to 9.9999. Then second equation we have written. First equation we write now, x is equal to 0.99999. Subtracted now. So when you subtract it after the decimal, all the digits are same. So you will be getting 0. So I will just cancel it. 9 minus 0 will get 9. Here 10x minus x, you will be getting 9x equal to 9. So let's find the value of x now. X is equal to 9 by 9, which is equal to 1. So you can see the answer. It is really very interesting one, because in the question we have 0.999, but actually here you are getting answer as 1. Means you have to say, means the answer which we are getting, both answers equal, right? So it means what is the relation, why it is coming like that, right? So what you can say, actually in this one your P also is equal to 1, Q also equal to 1, both are equal to 1 only. But the reason you have to say why and how they are equal. So the reason is very simple. This 0.999, it is infinity, this going on, right? So when it is going on and on, it is almost very closer to 1. There is no gap between this 0.999 and 1. So that is the reason you can say both answers are equal. So what you can say, since 0.999 is very closer to 1, we can say that 0.999 is equal to 1. That's it. Okay, very simple. I think all of you understood very clearly. So by this I am closing the video now. Let's continue the remaining sums in the next video. Thank you.